Hello and welcome to another Amanda and Wendy conversation. I was just telling Wendy before we got on the video, funny story, and I said, did I ever tell you when I was a kid, I was about 3 or 4, I had an imaginary friend. I only ever had one imaginary friend, and his name was Miserable.
Oh, geez.
But we had a lot of fun together.
I was just going to say, were you miserable? Or
No, I didn't get that Miserable was miserable.
Okay.
But Mum would just say, what's his name? And Miserable. And she was like, oh, she was a bit concerned.
Yeah.
But no, all I remember is we had fun. So how funny is that? So obviously when I met my imaginary friend, I said, hi, who are you? And he said, I'm miserable. Anyway, I wanted to talk a bit about being miserable because it's one of the things that we tend to judge a lot. And if when you do go through tough times or challenges and you are feeling like you just want to like, I was going to say like mow down everyone or whatever, but
or just go and lie down and just hide
away. How much we make it several thousand times worse by judging it as wrong and thinking we shouldn't be doing this or it shouldn't be being this or something's terribly, terribly wrong.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you, Wendy, about that and how, like, what's a different possibility with that when, when stuff comes up? Because shit happens.
Oh, yeah, God,
Things get uncomfortable. Things confront you. Things are like, crap, I didn't really want to deal with that, or how dare that happen, or that's not fair, or I just wake up and feel really sad today or whatever.
Yeah.
So what's the way we can be with that that's different?
Well, I think the most simplest thing is, and of course there goes the train by, is, and we were just saying that, the train, every noise will start.
Every time you start a video.
Yeah. But, like if we didn't what if we could just have allowance, which means what if you could actually not judge yourself? Like what if it was like, oh, okay, God, yeah, I'm having a shit of a day, and it's like, what if you were okay with that? Like what if it was okay? But also know that you don't have to stay in it, that you've got a choice. But that's the big thing, I think, like not really catching the judgment when you start to go into like, oh, well, I should, everywhere there's the two sides of it. It's like, we can go into wrongness when we're too happy because everyone around us is unhappy, or then we can go into wrongness of ourselves when we're miserable and everyone else is happy.
Yeah. So either way, you're screwed.
Either way, you are screwed. So, hey, just, what if it's okay? And what if we just, know we had choice? What if that, what if that could be a totally different what if that could be the totally different possibility?
Yeah, and I love how you say to me, it's like, just indulge in it. Like, what if it's not wrong? Like, sometimes I'm having a bad day and Wendy's calling me and I'm just like, and she's just like, hey, it's cool, go and enjoy it. Like, really indulge in it and just, it's not wrong to have that stuff going on. And it's not wrong, like, even if you do know that it is a choice to be happy or not happy, it's not wrong to choose unhappy because it can help sometimes.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, you could just, like, just be vulnerable. I think it's being vulnerable, isn't it, really? It is, and not making, like, holding yourself up to some weird ideal.
Yeah. Absolutely. And knowing, too, like, that we're so different. What I might call miserable or unhappy and what you might call miserable or unhappy are two different things.
Oh, is that why you always laugh at me when I call you and I say I'm sad and you just laugh? Now I get it. It's funny. To you, it's funny.
It's just my weird sense of humour. It's like... But anyway, thank you guys, and hey,
Thanks,
have fun.
Wendy.
Have fun being miserable too.
Embrace it, enjoy it,
and maybe have an imaginary friend like Amanda. Who knows?
Yeah, if you ever need miserable, just call me up. I'll send him your way. He's real fun. Hang out with him for a bit, and then be like, okay, I'm done. Thanks. See ya.
Yeah.
And just enjoy it. Like, no right or wrong. So I'm very grateful for you being that in my life, Wendy, because I know that I can have a moment and it's okay and I don't have to try and change it, and then it's funny how quickly it does change when I stop judging it.
Absolutely. I love it. It's, hey, let's rock for allowance or gratitude, whichever one you want to call it.
All of it.
All right.
Thank you, Wendy. Bye.
Thank you.